just had a heated discussion with a man 41 years old who's courting me. He says he no longer wants to consider us being in a relationship because he doesn't agree with us using any form of birth control. He says that birth control pills goes against his morals and that it is a form of abortion and murder. I gave the option of abstinence until marriage and he gave me a disgusted sound. He said if we are in a relationship and I get pregnant, that it is the way God intended. I told him that I date for marriage and that I do not agree with having kids without the covering of marriage, and he said I was being selfish and only thinking about myself. Should this relationship be over? First of all, I do want to say something about the covering of marriage. Let me just tell you that if men don't want to be involved with you and your children, he will file for divorce or expect you to file for it. He'll be doing so many disgusting things that you'll just file for it. So let me just say, marriage is not going to save you. People think the covering of marriage is going to protect them from, so much harm from men. No. There is such thing as divorce, honey. Now, there's nothing wrong with you wanting to be married before you have children. I wanted that with my son. My son is 1 year old. Of course I wanted to marry his father. I loved him. We talked about marriage all the time. But did it end up that way? No. Here's the part that gets me. He said, if we are in a relationship and I get pregnant, that it is the way God intended. First of all, the fact that you two are fornicating before marriage really says a lot about how he feels about God. Because really, if this was about God or religion or spirituality or whatever the case may be, he would wait until he's married to have sex. Hello. It looks to me like this man wants one of two things or both. He wants to have unprotected sex because it feels great, or number two, he just wants a baby. He doesn't agree with any form of birth control. These are the same men that'll end up getting you pregnant, and then by the time you get 6 or 7 months pregnant, it's, oh, I never wanted a baby. And then they turn around and abandon you for a woman they believe is better. Girl, these men crazy. I can't. Girl, you better run fast, run far, run quickly. This relationship should be over. Yes, this relationship should be over. The over it is, the better. This man done lost all of his mind, his whole head. Just trying to trap you, man. Now you see why he 41, not married, and doesn't have any children. This is why, because his thinking isn't logical. But let men like this tell it. Other women are the problem. When do men start maturing? I thought men start maturing at like 35, but here this man is 41. Still on some bullish. Listen, messing around with you, he gonna learn today in that relationship, okay?